Hi guys, so in today's class we're going to be learning the present continuous tense. It's alright if you don't know what that is yet, because that's what we're going to go over today. We've obviously been over before in class the present simple tense, so we're going to be using that to learn how to use the present continuous tense. So first of all, we're going to have a look at some of these pictures we've got on the wall, and I want you to tell me what is going on in the picture. So Scarlett, what do you think about this one?
He's on a bike.
So this is the activity, so he's going for a cycle, yeah? And Eleanor, what about this? What's this woman doing?
She's reading.
Yeah. Okay. And for example, what about this one, Scarlett?
She's watching TV.
Okay. So can you guys tell me something that you would do every day?
Sleeping.
Yeah. So you sleep. What else?
They go on a walk.
They go on a walk, exactly. Okay, right. So if you were talking about it as something you do every day, you would say, I sleep every day. And so, Scarlett, for your example, how would you say it in the present simple, in the form that I just used?
Walking. So I'm walking.
So if you're doing it right now, you are
walking.
And if you're saying you do it every day,
so I walk.
So we know that to walk is the full form of the verb, and then today we're going to learn about how to use the present continuous form, like we just mentioned, of walking. So like this woman here, so she reads, so I read. Can you repeat after me? I read.
I read.
I read.
I read.
And what if, Eleanor, what if you're saying that same sentence but about Scarlett? How would you say that?
She reads.
She reads. So repeat after me again. She reads.
She reads.
She reads.
She reads.
Perfect. But what if I'm doing that right now? How would you say that about me?
You're reading.
You're reading. Exactly. So the form of that is the pronoun plus the to be verb, which we've talked about before. So in this case, it's I am, and then plus your word. So here we've got read. But if I'm doing it right now in the present continuous tense, we add in, don't we, like we just said. So repeat it for me again.
I am reading.
And Eleanor?
Reading.
Perfect. And what if you're talking about me? If you were pointing at me, how would you describe what I'm doing?
She is reading.
She is reading. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to practice putting verbs into the present continuous form with the activities that we've got up here. So we're going to go over the pronunciation of them because sometimes it can be quite difficult, and we'll go over it talking about different people, okay? So what activity is this?
Swimming.
So if you were doing this activity right now, how would you say it?
I swim.
If you're doing it right now, if you're actually if you're in the activity right now.
I am swimming.
I am swimming. So do you want to repeat that after me? I am swimming.
I am swimming.
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 And if you were saying someone else is doing it, like we just gave a few examples, what would come after the word you?
Are.
Perfect. So what about this activity? What's this?
Running.
Running. So should we practice doing this one as well? So what am I doing right now?
Running.
Perfect. So a couple more times. I am
running.
Perfect. And this one, we talked about this one before. So she is reading.
She is reading.
Perfect. And what about this one, Eleanor? We haven't spoken about this one yet. What's this lady doing?
She is drinking.
She is drinking. So the same as before, we take the present simple version of the verb, so to drink. So I drink, like I drink every day. I drink water every day. And then we turn it into something we're doing right now. So I am drinking right now. So we'll just practice these ones again. So if you describe what I'm doing, I'm going to act out these actions and you're going to tell me what I'm doing right now, okay? So,
Drinking.
perfect. Eleanor?
Drinking.
And what am I doing right now?
Reading.
Scarlett?
Reading.
And what if you were doing it? How would you say it?
I am reading.
Perfect. Okay guys, so for our next activity, I'm going to give you the present continuous forms of the verbs and the activities that we've got up here, and I want you to match the words to the activity, and then I want you to practice using them, okay? You.
For us to come up and...
Yeah.
Is this one? Reading.
Yeah, that's right, Scarlett. Perfect.
So then this one's this one.
That's perfect. Okay guys, it looks like you've got all of these right. Do you both agree that you think all the words are matched up to the pictures right?
Yeah.
Perfect. So we're going to go through and just practice the pronunciation of them once more before I set your next activity. So if you repeat after me, and we'll do them in the form of you, so talking about someone else and what they're doing right now. So you are watching.
You are watching.
You are drinking.
You are drinking.
And what about this one? It's a bit of a more difficult word. How would you say that in the you form?
You are cycling.
That's great, Eleanor, yeah. So one more time. You are cycling.
You are cycling.
You are reading.
You are reading.
You are running.
You are running.
And you are swimming.
You are swimming.
That's great, guys. Okay, so for your next activity, I've made you a worksheet, which I've got here for you, and we'll just do the first one together. So the way that we've laid out the worksheet is there's lots of examples using different verbs, and we're going to turn them all into the present continuous form to practice the form. So I'll just write out the rule and then we'll do the first one together. Okay, so the first one on your sheet, if I'm right, looks like this. So we're going to turn the verb walks using he, so we're talking about what someone's doing and that they're walking. Perfect. So what do you think fills in these gaps here?
He is walking.
That's great, guys, yeah. So if you go through the rest of your worksheet using the new verbs, and let me know if you have any trouble turning those verbs into the present continuous form. Okay guys, so that ends our lesson about the present continuous tense. Does everyone feel like they understood that all right and the worksheet was okay?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay then guys, so I hope that you, for the homework, you'll, like we talked about before, we'll continue practicing this at home, and then next lesson we'll learn about the past simple tense together, okay?
Okay.
Perfect.